It's really hard to be the best at something that you don't love. So for me, it's really important to love it because I want to be the best. So we're winding down on the 2024 World Cup season. I just got back from the Prague World Cup really recently, but that means that we're about to start for the team selection of next year's World Cup season already. We have nationals coming up really soon, and then we have Pan American Championships coming up, so there's not really any time to stop training. My training philosophy this year really kind of changed because in other years I was focusing so much on things that I was bad at that I kind of forgot that I was good at things too. And so I really focused this year on training the way that I love to train so that I was having a good time training, I was in a good mental space going into competitions, and I was confident. And those things really made a big difference in both my enjoyment of the comp and my performances. What I love most is board climbing and hard moves, things where the beta is try harder or be stronger. I've also been psyched on lead climbing, and so adding a lot more circuits and a lot more endurance, power endurance into my training has also been something that's been really exciting to me. It's really tangible when you are getting better at it, because you can be like, oh, I did 50 moves this time instead of 40 moves, or oh, I sent this circuit that felt impossible when I first tried it. So I'm going to try and set a circuit for training for nationals, most specifically. I need to be able to stay on the wall for probably at least 30 moves is the idea, and then fall, and then hopefully do another maybe 15, so probably a 45 move circuit. And I definitely want some moves to be hard, but really want to focus on getting a lot of moves in. The problem with circuits on a wall like this is that it's really easy to make it too hard. I tend to set moves that I like, so I'll be like down pull, down pull, down pull, big side pull, big side pull, big side pull. Because like these moves that I just made go bang, bang, bang. So I need to put in some like anti-style moves. Maybe come into the undercling. That'll be cool. 40, 41, 42, 43. And that seems like a solid ending. Ends on like all crimps. The little crux at the end. 43 moves. I always try to get back on a circuit with an overlapping half so that you don't accidentally skip a move when you're getting back on and short yourself. And that way you also make sure that you get more moves than the circuit is if you fall. And that was a battle from like the move to the yellow.
Really?
Yeah, I think it got so much hotter that these pinches, I could feel the sweat. They're starting to get worse.
Hey. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh. I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it.
Nationals just finished, and it didn't go quite how I wanted. That's a little bit of an understatement. I feel like I always have grand goals going into these big competitions. Like you want to win, you want a podium, and I know I'm capable of it, and so it's always disappointing when you fall short of it, and even fall short of it by a large amount. think before my next competition, I definitely still want to focus on having like fun while training and really enjoying myself and loving what I'm doing. But I do want to mix in a little bit more execution practice, but not having like an entire 4-hour session of doing like anti-style boulders. So I do want to change it a little bit. There was quite a few boulders. There's 2 in qualifiers. The red boulder and the last boulder in qualifiers were both pretty hard for my back. And then the last boulder in the semifinal round, the final move, was like also quite hard for my back. And I think seeing those moves and having not done them, like very much of them, made me have a much fresher mindset going into it. Like I saw it and I was like, okay, like we'll see what's gonna happen. Like I know this is gonna be hard, instead of seeing it and being immediately disappointed. And like the climb in qualifiers, that was honestly super hard for me. I did first try, which I think would not have happened if I had been like banging my head against that style of climbing, because I would have seen it and just immediately written it off as like an impossible move. I do feel like my mental space going into this competition was good. I think my idea of focusing on having fun in training and doing what I wanted to do was a good idea, and I felt ready in that way. But I think I just didn't quite have enough time post-season from the World Cup this year going into nationals to actually really like fully test that training system. I felt like I still had more training to do when this competition came. So I didn't end up making finals in either bouldering or lead, which was really disappointing. It was actually my first time ever not making finals at lead nationals, which is funny even though it's not my specialty discipline. But yeah, so I'm pretty disappointed, but not, too discouraged, I guess.